Man, if you got to buy some cheap and reliable coins, man, check out my sponsor, AEAOH.com, for the best coins on the market, man. Use code BREED for 3% off and build that guy schedule. What's going on, everybody? We're back here with another video for you guys today. Today we're going over the best safeties here in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Sorry I didn't get the chance to post on Sunday. Took a little bit of a break, but we're back doing our tier list for you guys. Let me know which one you guys want to see next. Now, usually in previous years, we don't get many safeties around this time. It's maybe like 2 or 3 good safeties, but this year, it's so many of them. This one's actually a bit difficult to pick. I will have my honorable mentions in the end, but let's get started. But well, actually, let's not get started. I do have my prize picks. We'll be showing you guys right here, right now, my lines for today as of January 3rd or 2nd. And these will be the lines if you guys want to bet. Use my code. Link will be in the description box down below. Match up your first deposit up to $100. But let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Reed coming in number 10, and truly he wasn't going to make this list. I'm not even going to hold you guys. The only reason why he made this list is because he gets all the AFC team chemistry. That's the only reason why I put him here. He is the worst value card in this game, especially when he first came out. He doesn't get rid of no good abilities. But I split up between safeties and free safeties and strong safeties, because now both of them can play in the box, and essentially you can put them in free safety or safety. 93 speed, 92 excel, 91 chain direction, 90 man, 94 zone. This card is good, but it's not that good. It's not something a card you're going to see often unless it fits your theme team. And his abilities suck. Flat zone for 1, goal line for 1, mid zone KO for 1, and pick artist for 1. Nothing for 0, and he's like, what, 6'1". Nothing wrong with the height, but truly I don't think this card is any good unless he's fitting on your theme team, truly. Number 9, we have Steve Atwater. You said this card came out around last month. He's actually still in the top 10. I want to put Cam Chancellor on this list. He might be one of the honorable mentions. But if you just look at speed-wise, this card is still really, really good, and gets some solid ability buckets as well. 94 speed, 91 excel, 89 agility, 89 chain direction, 91 awareness, 91 strength, 91 play rate, 94 jumping, 86 man, which is low for the man meta, but as of right now, the man meta seems to be going away right now, and 94 zone. Now, ability-wise, he does get Crusher for 1, deep in zone, which you probably want deep out zone. Well, he do get both for 1, pick artist. So you gotta make a decision. So you gotta make between deep out, pick artist. Make a decision between that. But besides that, I still see this card. I play this card more than Cam Chancellor. I really do. I think because of the speed, and they both are 6'3", but I think because of the extra bit of speed, that's why you want it. But Cam Chancellor has the excel, so it's apples and oranges between the two. But people will probably go with Steve Atwater. Number 8, we have John Lynch. I couldn't stand this card because he was getting his ass cooked, but I kind of do miss him just a little bit. But 94 speed, 93 excel, 92 agility, 91 awareness, 91 chain direction, I'm sorry, 87 strength, 95 jumping, 93 play rate, 88 man, 95 zone, 87 press. Now, just looking at it, I might end up switching him to the next person, but Legends, Bucks, Broncos, 6'2", 220, get some decent abilities. Crusher for 0, deep in zone, deep out zone, and pick artist. You got to make a decision once again. I think so you can go with the deep out zone and Crusher, or deep out zone and pick artist. You can go with that type of style if you want to. His price, I sold him for about $550. He dropped back down. He's probably going to be a redux probably this week. So if you guys have any type of LTDs, this might be the week to start selling them, because they are going to be back in packs. So besides that, he's really good. I have no problems, no complaints with him. Next up, we have Darren Woodson. Now, if you want us, I might end up switching him and John Lynch on this. So I might end up doing that, because I think Lynch might be a little bit better, a little bit more affordable, because you're going to spend a little bit more powering up these guys. But 94 speed, 92 excel, 90 agility, 93 chain direction, 90 man, 94 zone. So if you go towards more of a man coverage type of safety, you probably want to go with Woodson. And I had him for a little bit. He was really good. Then all of a sudden, we got more safeties coming out every single week. Ability wise, now you have to use the power up for this particular version of the cards, because you can't see it in their base one, but he does get Crusher for 1, mid zone for 1, no outsiders, and pick artist. So that's where you really get you to make your decision on what you really want to go with. But the problem with him is most of his is going to be in the player specific tier for the abilities, because it's not in here for some reason. So you're really going to be stuck probably in that last ability bucket, probably pick artist or mid zone KO to make your decision. But yeah, I will probably end up picking. Yeah, let me switch that. I'll put Woodson here and put Lynch here, unfortunately. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Number 6 is Rashawn Jenkins, man. And this card is really good. I never got the opportunity to test this card out, truly. But stats-wise, is really, really good. He fits the Chargers, Jags. I could have swore he was also a Raider. I don't know if they took that away, but let me see that. I remember him being a Raider on one of these cards for some reason. I could have swore he was a Raider. Anyways, 94 speed, 93 excel, 90 agility, 90 chain direction, 91 awareness, 92 jumping, 91 play rate, 91 man, 96 zone. Really solid card ability wise. He gets pick artist for 0, which is really big, mid zone for 1, and tackle supreme and enforcer for 1. So you can put on tackle supreme for 1, or you can go with the pick artist, mid zone KO. This card's good, and he got some good height, 6'2". The minute I stop, 6'1", I'm sorry. The minute I get rid of my Chargers team, he gets an upgrade. We get an influx of cards, so must be very nice. Next up, we have Ted Hendricks. Now, this is where I put him in the middle, but if you want to go user-wise, oh yeah, he's number 1. Well, probably number 2, number 1. Depends what you want to go with. But this is where I say the card really struggles, and you guys already know this. But let's talk about it. 94 speed, 95 excel, 86 agility, 89 chain direction, 71 man is the biggest thing. But if you're not going to, like I said, the meta is changing now. The zone, he could probably be a little bit higher, but you cannot throw nothing over this card. I've seen him lurk stuff he shouldn't have had. No lie, he shouldn't have. But besides that, ability wise, acrobat for 3, which is good, but it's still too expensive, but it's good. Deep route KO, you don't want him in man. Mid zone for 1, which is pretty good, and tip drill for 0. So if you want to use this card, you can go make a decision between mid zone and the EA know what they're doing. But as far as being back there, as long as you're in the zone, oh yeah, you're going to be 100% fine. But man, you might as well have a gold card out there to guard him. Next up, we have Sean Taylor, and this card is really good. I love this card. He still performs. I call him that 4-fingered man. 94 speed, 94 excel, 93 agility, 93 chain direction, 89 man, 95 zone, 6'2". He hits hard, he plays aggressive. I love this card. 0 AP crusher, 1 AP deep in zone, deep out zone, pick artist. So go with the deep. You want the deep out, truly. Like I said, the way the meta is from what I've seen. But if you're just looking at it, I've been doing with the deep in zone. This doesn't light up, and I'm sick of this ability. So I think the deep out zone would probably be the best thing for you guys to run, dealing with that and improve reactions. But I do think Sean Taylor will be top 5 of the safeties in this game right now still, because if not, he would have been below maybe 400k. At one point I think he was, because the market was crashing, but he's been maintaining his price of 450. Next up, we have Julius Peppers. Hot spicy pepper. Same thing with Ted Hendricks. At least he has better man coverage. This card is OD, bro. It is. 94 speed, 95 excel, 87 agility, 88 chain direction, 91 man, 96 zone. I want this card as a user. I don't mind him being up top, but you want him as a user. You want them, they want the height, I'm gonna say something else, but you want the height to be able to jump and lurk some of those catches that some of these 6'1", 6'2" guys aren't able to get. So this is why I say you want these guys in the box, but like I said, he can perform fine in the back. 91 deep out zone, deep route KO, double or nothing, which is crazy. Pick artist for 0. I put pick artist for 0 because I needed that, but he also does get deep out zone KO. But if you look at it, Panthers team is looking really good in Packers as well, because it might be headed to the playoffs. So I do think Julius Peppers definitely in the top 3. Number 2, Bo Jackson. This card here, bro, base fastest safety in the game. Him and somebody else is number 1 on this list. 95 speed, 94 excel, 93 agility, 95 chain direction, 86 awareness, 92 man, 97 zone, 94 press, which is crazy. Because if you look compared to everybody else on this list, no one else besides maybe Lynch, actually, hold on, let me see. Besides Lynch, Woodson, and maybe the guy number 1, he can press like a corner. That is crazy. That is really ridiculous. But acrobat for 1, which is really good. Deep out zone for 1, deep route, pick artist. So you gotta make a decision. So acrobat, pick artist, deep out zone. So I've seen deep out zone light up. It is good. It works. It works, especially when I might cover 2 man with him in the blues. But overall, this card here is, I think, he would be number 1 if this other card didn't come out in the previous weekend. But the number 1 safety, in my personal opinion, because I have this card and I play with him, it's going to be Ronnie Lott. Let me explain to you guys why he is number 1 over everybody else. I've seen this card play more aggressive than any other safety. The only card I can say who plays like that is Ed Reed, but I haven't tested out Ed Reed as much this year. I've seen this card just run towards everything. It's probably in the traits, but 95 speed, 93 excel, 91 agility, 93 chain direction, 90 awareness, 90 strength, 95 jump, 90 play rec, 90 man, 94 zone, 90 press. Same things Bo, but Bo's is better. 85 catching, 88 catching, traffic, 87 spec, 97 hit power, and he fits one of the top tier theme teams. Look at his abilities. If you remember, you have to power him up, was going to cost you a lot more coins. If you look at it, Chief, crusher for 0. Gets deep, was a deep out, inside shaded pick artist. So what you technically really want to go with is probably a deep out zone and maybe crusher or maybe pick artist. that's probably gonna be your best bet to rock with this card. I personally rock out myself with Pick Artist and Crusher because I like to knock out players who are running them out routes, and when they get hit, guess what? They can't them routes, they can be as crisp. But those are the top 10 safeties, free safeties and strong safeties mixed combined, in my personal opinion, because that's just how I like to say it. Now, honorable mentions, if you guys don't see these guys, I do think Justin Simmons, he would have took Justin Reed's spot in my personal opinion, because I do think this card is pretty good. Cam Champs is probably another one, and that's, I mean, Diggs is just short. I don't want no 5'8". Minka's really solid as a safety. Jeremy Chin's a really nice budget. What's his name? Weapon Answer, not really a huge fan. Nick Cross is not bad as well. But those are your top tier safeties in my personal opinion. Hope you guys have a blessed day. I love you guys, man. I'm out. Peace.